Hey everyone, Cahlen here, and today in the spiral garden I'm going to be planting the squash, which will be the final element of the Three Sisters situation. This is a Native American growing combination. It's usually corn, which is a tall stalk, with some sort of bean, which is going to climb up on that stalk, and then squash, which is going to spread out low to the ground and kind of cover the soil in shade so that it doesn't evaporate its water. It holds on to its water better. And that's basically three things that grow really good together. These are really good foods. I'm not using corn, I'm using amaranth instead. But today, we planted everything, at least a month ago, if not longer ago. The amaranth was quite a while ago, but we held off on the squash because there's a beetle around here apparently, which will eat I think it eats the leaves, I'm not quite sure. But if you wait until like June 5th or so, generally it's late enough that it's gonna be okay, but these grow fast enough that you're still gonna get a good harvest. So a viewer sent me all of these, and we're gonna play with them. I just threw them all, well, I'll show you that in a second, but this is spaghetti squash. I don't know what that is. This is mystery squash. Obviously don't know what that is. Stripe yellow squash and butternut squash. So these are all going to go in the spiral garden. Jesse also is currently planting all kinds of different squashes and things like watermelons and other melons right now in the main garden. But I'm going to be planting these. And what I did is overnight I soaked them in water. So I just threw them all. Let's see if oh no! Anyways, you might have to take my word for it. Let's see. There you go. You can see them in there. So I'm going to plant these. Okay, so we're going to start in the center of the garden here. And you can see we have this drip line. And every about 1.5 feet it has a little hole in it, which is the water is going to come out. And there's another one here, another one here. There might be one down here. Yeah, one right there. So basically I'm going to plant, starting here, I'm going to plant a squash. So this is a hori knife. I'm borrowing this from Jesse. Basically, it's nice for lots of things, weeding, but also planting. It's got the depths, right? So basically I'm going to take a squash and measure it, and Jesse was saying you need it to be about twice the length at its longest of whatever seed you're planting. And I think that the root comes out of this thing right here, right? The point. So I'll be pointing it down. So basically, let's put a little hole that's 2 inches deep, and I'll plant this guy in there, and then I'll cover him up. So that's basically it. All I got to do is keep this watered for several days, maybe up for a week. I normally will only water this bed maybe every 3 days, but I'm probably going to do it maybe every 2 days or maybe every day until these things pop out, and then I'll probably go back to the normal watering situation. So, but also the fact that I soak these will help quite a bit. It'll increase the speed at which it germinates and sprouts out of the ground, probably by quite a bit. So anyways, come back later and we'll see how this goes. This thing is packed out. This spiral garden is going to be really packed with food. So we're going to have the amaranth, which is going to get tall and it's going to spread out like crazy. And then we're going to have the mung beans and the black lentils climbing up that. And then we're going to have squash all over the place. I mean, hopefully it'll even be possible to walk the path, but I imagine it's going to get pretty crowded. So, come back in a few months and yeah. It's going to be pretty interesting around here. So anyways, I'll see you guys later.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider sharing it. If you'd like to help me out in a more substantial way, you can learn how to do so at cahlen.org/gift. And if you'd like to have a one-on-one conversation with me, whether publicly or privately, you can learn how to do so at cahlen.org/one-on-one. Thanks again for watching.